Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is a little bit different than normal TikTok ads. Today we're actually going to be talking about entrepreneurship, being a business owner, and just some of my advice. So the first thing I'd actually like to start out with and tell you guys is you should have a support network. A support network is the best thing you could possibly do for yourself when you're beginning a business, or even if you're a serial entrepreneur, you should still have a network that supports you, because you can talk to people that are or have been in the same boat as you, and because of that, you'll be able to get a lot of advice, a lot of tips, tricks, and you'll be able to just understand what to do at that moment in time. Because let's be real, a lot of the time when you're just creating your first business, you got no idea what you're doing. You have to look everything up, and sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes there's major problems that you deal with, so sometimes it's just best to be able to ask a person, not just Google. And this can be the difference between failure and success. So I just want to let you guys know that I've created a free Discord group where you can actually join, and we actually have a couple of members already, so you can go in, talk to them, leave a message with them, or even ask me, and we could help each other out. The second thing you should be doing is delegating the work when possible. You can do everything, but should you do everything? No. When I started my first Shopify store, I had to do the branding, the website design, the marketing, the managing, everything all myself. And it had a lot of skills that I just had to learn myself. I had to learn the graphic design, I had to learn how to do analysis, I had to learn how to do research, and all of that just wasted a lot of my time. It sucked. I did all the work myself, and I had around $2,000. I invested all of it, and all of it just went by, simply because I wasn't making any revenue. I wasn't bringing any profit. I made literally no sales with $2,000 at the time. I did a horrendous job, and I'm here to tell you guys that you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't make the same mistake I have. You should find someone, even if it's free or paid. Just try to stick to the free side, because paying for advice is just, I don't think it's a good idea, especially with all the YouTube gurus out there. You should be really focusing on learning yourself for free, and then you should actually get someone to do it for you. Obviously, you're most likely gonna have to pay them. If I hired a freelancer or an agency to do this for me, I would have been more likely to bring in sales and bring in some profits that I could have reinvested back into the business, grown it, and constantly just gotten better at what I was doing. The third thing that you should be looking into is niching down. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So niche down. Do not pick a niche that has nothing to do with your interests, with what you can relate to. It's actually going to really hurt your business in the long run. If you do not find a niche you like, then you're actually going to end up doing a really bad job at the marketing, at the copywriting. And because of that, since your message is going to be inconsistent, it is going to hurt your marketing conversions and your website conversions. My fourth tip is, if you have a job, keep it for a little bit longer. Yes, I know this isn't the quote-unquote entrepreneur thing to do, but as of right now, when you're beginning your business, unless you're bringing in a large amount of money with a decent profit, you should keep your job. It is very difficult to build a business without some type of investment, either if it's time, if it's money, but even then, money is going to help you out the most. As a business owner, you should be focusing on the vision, on the long-term success of the business, and not just saving a little bit of money right now. If you have this job, then you could be able to spend this little bit of money into the marketing, maybe into a freelancer, into an agency, or whatever it is, and then you could use that extra time into focusing on your vision, which is much more important in the long run. So if you were looking to hire someone, go onto Fiverr, go onto Upwork, or if any of that doesn't float your boat, then come talk to me. We'll see what I could do with you, because I want to help your business. Number 5 is that you should be constantly reinvesting your money, profits, revenues into your business. Now, since you have a little bit more time because you hired someone to do the marketing for you, the lower tier stuff, the easier stuff, you can focus on doing the big boy stuff. You could focus on the management. You could focus on the long-term goal, the vision, the light at the end of the tunnel. And if you do this, your business will grow exponentially. Number 6 is less of a business tip, but it's more of a life skill or life advice. You should be constantly investing into your future. Your head is the most valuable asset you have. This means that you should be learning constantly, either if it's attending classes at university, if it's reading books, watching educational videos. You should be constantly finding time to do a little bit of learning each day. Right here, I have a lot of my books, and it's got a lot of very valuable information. Now, I do not want to sound like Tai Lopez.
Knowledge.
Lately, some of my favorite books have actually been Sun Tzu, Art of War is actually one of my favorite books as of right now. The Nuclear Effect is really good. Influencer Code. Influencer marketing in general is very under leveraged. I recommend this book heavily. This is another great book if you're doing drop shipping, if you're doing e-commerce. This is one of the best books you could possibly read. I know this book has the word cane in it, but this is not my book. People have very short attention spans, and one of the first things you should always be doing is be grabbing their attention and then keeping it. And that's how you gain a lot of people's business nowadays. So this book will do a lot of teaching you about that. It's going to teach you a lot about psychology. It's going to teach you a lot about design and the importance of colors. I want to thank you to making it to the end of the video, and I will see you guys next time.